Garcia. Shout out to Jay Calderon Boxing. Make sure you guys watch it.
What's up, y'all? It's your boy, Jay Calderon, Stand Clear Entertainment, and we're about to get into this week's boxing talk. Please hit that red subscribe button, put your email information in so you get all my notifications once I drop a new video. Hit that bell icon and also share this video and drop a comment. We're going to do a review right now of the fight that just took place this past weekend when Anthony Joshua became a two-time heavyweight champion of the world by outboxing Andy Ruiz Jr. in a boxing clinic. This was a very big fight. A very big rematch, like I said before in my previous video, perhaps the biggest rematch since Mike Tyson versus Evander Holyfield, and that was about 20 years ago. Everybody around the world was tuning into this fight to watch Anthony Joshua and Andy Ruiz go at it a second time. We know what happened in the first fight. A lot of people expected Andy Ruiz to do the same thing with the hand speed and also with the power to hurt Anthony Joshua, to get to Anthony Joshua, because we knew that he was going to implement a boxing style that will be jab and move. And we didn't think that he will be able to do it for 12 rounds. But this man, after that loss, you know, he had a mental breakdown. He had a situation where he was down in his life. He got right back in the gym very early, and he started to work on his game plan for the rematch. And he really showed a tremendous amount of discipline in this fight right here to be able to continue to move laterally from side to side. People might criticize him because he looked like the way Floyd Mayweather has fought most of all of his fights, and that's hit and not be hit. And a lot of people do not like that style. They want to see guys bang out. They want to see guys go to war. But this is the same style that Tyson Fury used against Deontay Wilder. And also what Luis Ortiz did against Deontay Wilder before Wilder was able to catch Luis Ortiz. So Deontay Wilder could criticize Anthony Joshua. The boxing fans could criticize Anthony Joshua all they want, saying that he was running, that he wasn't standing there toe-to-toe to be hit. Anthony Joshua knew that he couldn't stand in front of Andy Ruiz throughout 12 rounds and not be hit by the quicker hand speed of Andy Ruiz and also the punching power that Andy Ruiz has. He has good power, and he was able to hurt Joshua and drop him 4 times in the first fight. So he knew that the game plan was to use the jab, and he utilized that jab so well. You know, he kept him at a distance. He kept him at a range where he felt comfortable. He didn't engage that much, but when he did, he came in there and landed the hardest shots, landing the straight right hand, landing the left hook, and landing the uppercut on the inside. Time and time again, he scored punches. And that's what he did, was accumulate the points throughout this fight. He was winning the whole entire fight. I gave Andy Ruiz just 1 round in the later part. I believe it was the 8th round where Ruiz was able to get off some good shots and stagger Joshua in that round, where that was the best round for Andy Ruiz. And the only chance that he had to winning this fight was to get in close and to be able to do damage. But he himself said that he did not prepare properly for this fight right here. He was partying too much. And this is what a lot of people saw throughout his victory of 5-6 months where he was heavyweight champion of the world. The biggest life changer of his career, where he got over $5 million. He bought a new house. He bought a new car. His family was living it up. And he's getting a lot more money this time around than that first fight. So he was just enjoying life. And there's nothing wrong with it. But when you have to take care of business, there's a professional manner that you have to go about to be able to continue your success in your career. You know, what got you there, the hunger, the passion, that's what he lost. And the same way Joshua failed in the first fight, where he had all the riches, he was getting big paydays, he was on top of the world. You know, he fell victim to the same thing that Andy Ruiz fell victim to in this fight right here. And Joshua went back to grinding in the gym, gaining that hunger, gaining that focus and determination to want to come back and regain the heavyweight title. And that's exactly what he did. He executed perfectly. A boxing clinic he put on that night, a very disciplined Joshua. Even when Andy Ruiz was able to catch Joshua with some good shots, Joshua wanted to retaliate and come right back, but he remained with the game plan. He decided not to engage too much, and he decided to just box, box, box. Very good instructions by Robert McCracken, his trainer, and he did an excellent job through 12 rounds. He looked in great shape, excellent stamina. You know, he fought the perfect fight, and Andy Ruiz You know, his trainer told him that he wanted him back into the gym in July. Andy Ruiz didn't show up until September. That is very unprofessional, and he let his team down. He let his family down. You know, we all are Latinos that are proud of him for becoming the heavyweight champion of the world, the first Mexican descent to do it. No one can ever take that away from him. He is the first Mexican of Mexican descent to win the heavyweight title that will forever be his. Those titles will forever be trophies hanging up in his house, you know, but he was the heavyweight champion of the world, and now he is the former heavyweight champion of the world. Will he go back to basics? Will he get a third opportunity? Well, I believe there is a clause already that Anthony Joshua and Eddie Hearns has mentioned that Al Heyman has made sure that his fighter is taken care of. Not only did he get a little bit more money than what he was supposed to get in the rematch, and not only that he got neutral officials for this fight and also the rights for the Mexican broadcast, which is going to give him more money than what his guarantee is, he also got a rematch clause in his contract. Not an immediate rematch, but a rematch down the road. And he said they will definitely be a third fight between Andy Ruiz Jr. and Anthony Joshua. It will be a rubber match, perhaps later on in 2020. First, he will go after his mandatories. Right now, we have to see what's going to happen because the WBO has already ordered Anthony Joshua to face Alexander Usyk, who is the former cruiserweight king, now fighting in the heavyweight division. He has first cracks at Anthony Joshua, and that fight has to take place before 180 days. So, you know, that fight is coming around the corner in the first half of 2020. It's a very big fight in the UK, which is going to attract a lot of boxing fans. You know, Joshua has already proven to be boxing's biggest star, biggest ticket seller, right next to Canelo Alvarez, because he has proven, you know, going over to Saudi Arabia and selling 15,000 in attendance, and also fighting in the UK in front of 90,000 fans, fighting in Cardiff, Wales with about 75 to 80,000 fans in attendance, and coming to the United States, to New York City, Madison Square Garden, the mecca of boxing, and selling out the Garden with 20,000 fans in attendance. This is something that Tyson Fury has not done either in the UK or in the US, or even Deontay Wilder has done fighting in the US. These guys do not sell tickets the way Anthony Joshua is. They do not command the same purses as Anthony Joshua does. Joshua got paid $32 million for the first fight, and for this fight, he's making well over $60 to $70 million for this fight right here. A very huge payday for Anthony Joshua. He gets his revenge. He becomes a two-time heavyweight champion, joining a list of great fighters that have become two-time heavyweight champion. Not only did Floyd Patterson become a two-time heavyweight champion, Muhammad Ali, Mike Tyson, Evander Holyfield, Lennox Lewis, but also you have Tim Witherspoon, who became a two-time heavyweight champion. Michael Moore was also a two-time heavyweight champion. And of course, George Foreman was a two-time heavyweight champion. These guys forgot to mention them. So Joshua is not the fourth or fifth two-time heavyweight champion, but he is part of the elite group that has become a two-time heavyweight champion in the history of boxing. I'm very happy for Anthony Joshua. I'm also proud of Andy Ruiz for accomplishing his first gold of becoming heavyweight champion, but disappointed that he, you know, didn't train hard enough. He came in 15 pounds heavier at 283 pounds. That's unacceptable. He let his fans down. He let his family down, and he let his team down in this fight by not doing what he was supposed to do, by taking this fight a lot more serious, by dedicating himself and getting into the best shape possible. And it only falls on him because he wasn't able to be quick enough in this fight, because the hand speed wasn't a factor in this fight at all. You did not see any of the hand speed that we saw in the first fight and in previous fights that he has. You know, this guy looked lethargic. He was moving around. He was very slow in this fight. He couldn't set up his shots because Joshua was moving. He didn't know how to cut off the ring, and he didn't apply enough pressure to force a fight. Didn't really go to the body the way he did in the first fight. He just went in there and he looked like he was there for a payday and was waiting for Anthony Joshua to gas out again and not be able to continue for 12 rounds. He thought he would be able to get to him and get a guy that was going to stand right in front of him so that he could be able to get off his shots. And he was just totally wrong with his game plan, and it cost him the heavyweight championship of the world. Anthony Joshua, congratulations to proving the doubters wrong that he is a complete boxer. This man was an Olympic gold medalist. He showed that he can have a very good jab, that he could use lateral movement and footwork. He was able to slip some shots of Andy Ruiz, and he looked good with his defense. You know, we know that his chin is suspect and that a Deontay Wilder punch could end his heavyweight reign for a second time. I'm not going to come here and say that Anthony Joshua will beat Deontay Wilder, because even in the first fight against Andy Ruiz, when he got dropped in that third round, I said to myself right there and then, before the fight was over, that he is not beating Deontay Wilder, because I felt before that fight against Andy Ruiz that Anthony Joshua was the best heavyweight in the heavyweight division, and I thought that he would clearly beat Deontay Wilder just because of his fundamentals, because we know that Deontay Wilder could get outboxed. But I don't see Anthony Joshua surviving 12 rounds against Deontay Wilder to win a decision against Deontay Wilder, because he can outbox Deontay Wilder the same way Luis Ortiz outboxed Deontay Wilder. But Luis Ortiz couldn't survive 12 rounds, and I don't think Anthony Joshua could survive 12 rounds. What Deontay Wilder has to worry about is against a bigger man that has better boxing skills than Luis Ortiz and Anthony Joshua, and a man that's going to be able to move in that ring and try to avoid punches. He knows what to expect against Deontay Wilder. Can he execute and snatch the heavyweight crown from Deontay Wilder come February of 2020? That's what Deontay Wilder has to worry about the most. If he could get to Tyson Fury the way he got to Luis Ortiz, that's a bad game plan for Deontay Wilder, that he has to rely only on his punching power. What happens when you finally do not knock a man out? So if Fury makes it to the final bell without touching the canvas at all, he's going to be in very big trouble, and he's going to lose his heavyweight crown. And the UK will have 2 heavyweight champions of the world. And that fight between Tyson Fury and Anthony Joshua is even bigger in the UK for the British boxing fans. And that's something that is very possible if Deontay Wilder cannot get to Tyson Fury. So I just can't wait to see how all of this is going to play out. I'd like to thank everyone for tuning into this YouTube channel. Please hit that red subscribe button, hit that bell icon, put your email information in so you get all my notifications once I drop a new video. Hit that like button, that share button, drop a comment. Follow me on all social media platforms, on Twitter, on Instagram, and join the Facebook boxing group page, all under the same name, J. Calderon Boxing Talk. I'm J. Calderon, Stand Clear Entertainment. Thanks for your support. Keep watching, and please subscribe.